Welcome, Scorpio, to your oracle reading. And for your medicine card this week, I pulled number 20, Mouse, as your medicine card. 20 breaks down to 2, which is a number for duality. And so this week you have a choice before you. And Mouse medicine is scrutiny. Mouse says, look at all the very small details. Because when you look at all the very small details arrayed in the right pattern, you will have an overall picture, a higher perspective of what's happening. So you're being asked to scrutinize things, to pay attention to the details. I know that's very hard during holiday weeks. We tend to get caught up in such major, big movements and actions. But this is a week to really pay attention to the small details, because it's going to matter the most. If you don't pay attention to the small details now, they're going to become a much larger problem later on. Now for your mineral companion, I pulled this beautiful piece of obsidian glass. This is also known as dragon glass, and this is a stone of shadow integration. And so this week you are going to be confronted by your shadow. That's all of the things that are repressed and disowned within you. So maybe you will meet someone or have to have Thanksgiving dinner with someone who has opposing viewpoints from yours. This is a week to acknowledge those viewpoints, to say that they're valid, to say that it's okay to have different points of view. Because in their position, given their unique history, you might have the same point of view. So this is a week to allow, to really let others express themselves in their unique form and realize it has nothing to do with you and your own personal views. That it is entirely them. But that you, in their position, have the potential to have developed the same exact views. I know that's a bit complex. You may have to listen to that one more time. But that's the heart of shadow work, is making room for other people to have other points of view, because you could too, in their position, might have the same point of view. We tend to focus on our perspective as being the correct one, and we try to enforce it on everybody else around us. This is something we've been conditioned to do. It is a psychological preserving act, because then it reinforces our own beliefs when other people around us believe the same thing. But when you can step back and step out of that perspective, when you can make room for other people to be different, to have their own ideas, their own beliefs that may be opposite of yours, and allow them the room to voice those, you give them the opportunity to do shadow work as well. Because once their venom is expired, once it's released, then they can start to make room for everybody else. It's just oftentimes we have so much pent up within us when it comes to opinion that when we encounter a different perspective, we just want to fight or attack it, because it's a matter of psychological preservation. But when we're given room to have those perspectives, to voice those opinions, to stand strong in what we believe in, we have more tolerance and patience to listen to other people's perspectives and points of view. They do not necessarily have to be integrated. They don't necessarily have to be accepted, but we can make room to allow for other people to have different perspectives than us. Now for your advice card this week, I pulled number 37, the moon, in reverse. 37 breaks down to 1, which is the number of a fresh start, a new beginning. So you're being asked here to do something different, to try a new path, instead of doing something the same old way. And the moon in reverse says this is just a phase. One of the things that I like to remind myself when I'm going through a difficult time is that it is only a phase. It is only temporary. It is a temporary learning experience. When you put things in that frame of mind, then one, you know that it's going to come to an end. It is not something that's going to last forever. And second, you know that you're learning from it, that you're growing from it. It gives it a purpose. Oftentimes we struggle and we don't understand that there is a purpose behind it. But when you look at things, and pretty much everything in life is a learning experience, when you look at it as a learning experience, it provokes curiosity. It promotes you to have a spirit of exploration, of being interested in seeing what other people's opinions are, of exploring new avenues. And so look at it this way this week, that this is not something that's going to last forever, but this is a new avenue of exploration that you can use to help develop yourself as a person. Now, as your clarifying card, I pulled number 13, Solace, in reverse. 13 breaks down to 4, which is a number for reliability. So this has to do with the core of your being, the foundation of who you are. And Solus stands between here and spirit. He is the guardian of the gate, you might say. And when his energy is denied, we are refusing to pass through a new gate in our life, refusing to evolve as a person. We're blocking that energy. Now, we do this for a variety of reasons. Sometimes we simply lack the ability to accept this new start, this fresh new beginning. We want things to stay the same. We like stability as human beings. We like dependability. Even if the situation that we are in is not the most beneficial and not the one that is the most desirable to us, we will often decide what's familiar and take what's familiar, a familiar path, as opposed to a new, challenging path that we don't know how it's going to work out. So your challenge this week is to step off into the unknown, to step off into this new path, make room for others, face your shadow, and grow as a result. Now, if you like this video, don't forget to check out your moon and rising sign videos as well. They will give you even more perspective into the week. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe so that more people can find this channel and so that you don't miss an oracle next week. So thank you for joining me, and bye for now.